100. Today we are going to discuss the lecture number 3 of DSP, which is Systems and Basic Signals. What is a system? System is basically the process to produce or create other signals. For example, we take an input xn and pass through a system. We will get the output y of n, which is the simplest example of a system. We are going to discuss three kinds of systems in our today's lecture. Types of systems, which is first one is causal system. Linear system, and time variant system. What is a causal system? Causal system which depends on the previous value and the current value. For example, we take there is a system y of n equal to x of n plus x of n minus 1. This system depends on the current value, which is x of n, and the previous value, which is x of n minus 1. A system, non-causal system. A non-causal system depends only on the future value. For example, y of n is equal to x of n plus 3. It's an example of non-causal system. N plus 3 shows that it is a future value and it depends on the future value. Linear systems now. A linear system is a system which holds the superposition theorem. What is superposition theorem? Superposition theorem is a theorem in which two properties are held. First one is homogeneity and additive property. What is homogeneity? Homogeneity is the property when we scale an input with a scaling factor, the output is scaled with the same factor. For example, alpha is the scaling factor. We scale the input x of n with alpha and pass to a system, then we will get the output alpha of y of n. The scaling factor is same in the input and output. So the system holds homogeneity. It is a homogeneous system. Additive property is a property when we add something to the input, the same thing is added to the output. For example, x of 1 n plus x2 of n gives y1 of n plus y2 of n. For example, and when these two homogeneous property and additive property combined together make superposition theorem. So example, there is an input alpha of x of m1 plus beta of x2 of n, and we simultaneously pass these two inputs through output. With the summation of these two inputs, we will get the output alpha of y1 of n plus beta of y2 of n. Now we will discuss what is time variant system. A time variant system is a system which depends on time. For example, y and n is equal to x of n plus xn minus 1. This system depends on time, and vice versa. The time invariant system is one which doesn't depend on time. For example, y1 is equal to x of n square. This system does not depend on time. Now we will discuss two basic systems of first one is basic system signals. The first one is unit impulse. A unit impulse system is 1 at 0, otherwise it is 0. We represent it by delta of n is equal to 1 when as n is equal to 0, and otherwise it is 0. The second most important type of a signal is unit step. Which is 1 at 0 and all the values greater than 1. Represented with nu of n, it is 1 at n is equal to 0 and or greater than 0, and 0 at n less than 0. And linearity and unit impulse are the most important constitutes of DSP. Thank you. सही हो गई? बनी है?